I'm making you go away. Just another war, another fire. You're not a warrior, you're a gun for hire. Another war, another victim. Won't see me coming.
Okay, we'd like to remind you that this episode of Be the Booker is sponsored by WWETS.net. No bullshit, just free live streams. Make sure to check them out to watch WWE TLC 2012 for free this coming Sunday. And folks, welcome to Be the Booker episode number 2 for TLC 2012. And we are starting it off with the pre-show right away. It is a Divas Battle Royale, whatever, that I really don't think anyone's gonna give a shit about. Because honestly, it's bad when you have to go and get the Funkadactyls to compete in a match just so you have enough people to make it look like a real battle royal. They don't even have enough current divas in the game that can make it look good. So I had to put Eve, who's the Divas champion, who they're competing to go against. I don't know if they're actually doing the match during the pay-per-view or if they're going to be doing it like the next like Raw or whatever, which would be kind of stupid. So I'm assuming that they're going to be doing it during the pay-per-view or something. But anyways, I mean, this is basically a crappy match overall, if you ask me, because, I mean, you got a few good divas in there and everything, but, I mean, Eve's not going to be competing in it because she's the Divas champion and everything. You got Caitlyn, who's more than likely going to win. You also got Layla, who basically, I really don't know what happened anymore. I'm not even watching the divas too much anymore, so don't ask me. Don't yell at me if I get, like, a ton of the stuff wrong that I'm saying, because I usually either tune them out or they just plain don't have them on TV that week. But I mean, a lot of the divas either quit or are, like, they got released. I mean, you don't see, like, Maxine on TV. I think she actually is gone, unless she's still in developmental. I haven't seen her around. You got Tamina Snuka, who's pretty good, but then you got rid of Beth Phoenix. No more Kelly Kelly. You got no more Karma, possibly. I was waiting for her debut, but it never came. And basically, I mean, you got really no talent whatsoever now. But overall, though, I think that this match is going to go to Caitlyn in the pre-show. And we're going to let this match wrap up. And yeah. Stupid little notice there, ruining my video. Don't really care, though, because I think you guys kind of tuned this part out. If not, you've already clicked off the video. But anyways, guys, I would like to remind you to sub to Spartan Alliance, please. It'd help out a lot as soon as we get to 100 subscribers. We'll be doing some sort of special video or something. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to see what I can do. I'll announce more when we get there. But basically, Caitlyn's gonna win, more likely. And there goes Karma. This video's finally over. Thank Lord. And here we go. Next match. I accidentally, for some reason, lost my Damien Sandow call that I had. So I replaced him with Butch, and he doesn't even get in the match at all. But we have Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow, the Rhodes Scholars. Cody Rhodes with that porn star stash. Piece of dirt on his face. And, versus Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio, Car Stereo, Raisin, like raisin. But anyways, overall, I kind of like where this whole thing is going. Although after that Miz TV thing, I'm almost wondering if Rhodes and Sandow are gonna have like some sort of falling out or something because of Miz trying to turn them against each other or whatever. It's kind of interesting, actually. But overall, though, I really think that if I was booking this, which is what the whole this whole show is about, I would probably make the match go towards Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow, Rhodes Scholars, because just for the fact that it would be heel versus face. I mean, Team Hell No, but which we obviously know isn't going to be happening at the pay-per-view. I mean, it's kind of stupid, though, that they have a #1 contenders match at the pay-per-view for a match on Raw. Or maybe it'll be at Royal Rumble or something. I don't know. But, I really don't see Mysterio and Sin Cara winning this match. I mean, it just wouldn't make too much sense to have them go against another face team in Team Hell No. I mean, I'm just putting that out there. But no, I mean, I think Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow, very likable team, actually. I mean, not like likable, but I mean, well, they're a freaking heel team, and I love to hate them. So overall, World Scholars are gonna win this one, and I don't know what's gonna happen with Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara. I mean, I really hope that eventually it sets up for Rey Mysterio versus Sin Cara feud, like, and then have them face off at like WrestleMania or something. I mean, that'd be pretty nice, but I don't know. And then we have Antonio Cesaro versus R-Truth. I actually didn't delete this one finally. So also, if you listen in the background, you can probably hear the Antonio Cesaro's, not his theme music, but like a default theme in the game that someone used for him for the car, playing in the background, which is another glitch for the game. So another thing that THQ should try to fix. But anyways, I'm glad that this finally has a little bit of build up for Cesaro. I mean, although one more injury, not without the Shield saving him, we were about one more injury away from this becoming a Cesaro versus R-Truth 3-hour Iron Man match for the whole pay-per-view. But I mean, I think overall Cesaro's gonna win. I mean, I think we're just waiting for the right opponent for Antonio Cesaro. Man, what are you doing, WWE? But anyways, I mean, I like the build-up and everything. It's been pretty decent overall, but it's just R-Truth. I don't think he stands a chance against Cesaro in this kind of matchup. So, match Cesaro. Let's move on, please. Overall, I think this is going to be a lackluster pay-per-view. With CM Punk getting injured. I mean, CM Punk versus Ryback, I think, was the big attraction and everything, but now I don't see it happening at all, obviously. So, now we get stuck with some of these matches. Here we have Wade Barrett versus Kofi Kingston, which is actually a very interesting kind of setup. Which, if you remember back to last year, I believe it was Kofi Kingston versus Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship, and now we basically kind of reversed the whole thing. I mean, it's very interesting, actually. I actually didn't realize that until I actually saw a post on Twitter about it. But actually, I think that this match has decent build-up. I mean, I think it's more just to get Wade Barrett back out there. Because, I mean, he was starting to get real big or whatever, and then all of a sudden, he got injured. He was out of it for a month or two, or a few months, I should say. It's actually a pretty long time he was out, but anyways, I think that Wade Barrett should win this match, and if he doesn't, I don't really know what else. I mean, you're basically got your two minor titles have nothing going for them, and even the World Heavyweight Championship is still next to nothing, honestly, since it's on SmackDown every week, it seems like. So, I mean, it's just one of those, you gotta look at it, like, you gotta get your main titles back, or your minor titles back out there if you're not gonna do anything with them. Either that or just combine them into one title. Because, I mean, just having two guys hold the titles forever just isn't fun to watch, it seems like. So I think Wade Barrett should get this title here, because the United States Championship is basically dead. So, I see Wade Barrett pulling this one out versus Kofi Kingston. And, what's the next match? I think it's Sheamus versus Show. And I put these in order of what they appear on the WWE website. I don't know if these are, or this is the order that they're going to appear on the pay-per-view. I highly doubt it, actually. But, yeah. So here we have Sheamus versus Big Show in a chairs match. Now, this has had decent build-up. I mean, I think we just need to get it more out there. I mean, Sheamus and Big Show, neither of them actually have decent or too great of mic skills. It's not like I actually watched the promos too much. But, I mean, although this kind of is getting a little boring seeing Sheamus versus Show. I mean, you just need something to mix it up, honestly. Because they went at it last pay-per-view, And I mean, the whole World Heavyweight Championship has become irrelevant along with Dolph Ziggler and his Money in the Bank contract. Which is another thing that I want to talk about. I actually think that I found a cool, or kind of a cool little tidbit that could play into the John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler match. If one of these two men gets knocked out after they win the championship, Sheamus with the bro kick or Big Show with the knockout punch, knocking out their opponent who just won, Ziggler could then come out and cash in, making the whole John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler match irrelevant, basically. But it could actually make for something very interesting and kind of extend the feud more. Especially if Ziggler actually won the World Heavyweight Championship. But, because honestly, that's the only way that I want to see this match end here. And, I'm putting it out there right now. If that does happen, I called it early. It's probably not going to happen, but I called it. But I mean, a chairs match is actually very interesting, which could play into it a lot, knowing Sheamus with that steel chair. And I definitely want to see this, or attempt it at least one time. It'd be awesome to just hear like, somebody's gonna get their ass kicked all of a sudden. Mark Henry's theme or whatever, and just see Mark Henry come out and like break Big Show's ankle or something, or like a Hall of Pain or something. Just to, because that'd be kind of interesting to get that Mark Henry versus Big Show theme, or feud back up. Can't believe I just said theme. I mean, I don't think Henry's actually recovered yet, but it'd just kind of be interesting to see what could happen with that when Henry finally does come back. But I think that Sheamus could win this. I mean, it'd kind of almost be interesting to just see the title go back and forth for a little bit if they're not gonna have Dolph cash in or anything. But I mean, possibility, I guess, with the whole Ziggler cashing in and Cena not being able to do anything with it. But I really don't know who should win this one. I'm going with Sheamus, just for the fact that I don't really like Show too much as a champion now. I mean, he's okay as a heel. I liked him so much better as a face. I mean, I'm not like a PG fanboy or anything, but I mean, he was so much better as a face. It's just not a good heel anymore. I mean, also, as we have this ladder match here going on, the ladder match could be very interesting, actually. As, Cena and Ziggler have had some pretty good build-up. I mean, I almost wonder, though, what role AJ Lee could have in this. Which is actually kind of funny, though, because Cena versus Big Show, right, or the day that they were set to go against each other, WWE re-uploaded that whole thing with AJ getting run over by Big Show. So the whole time I was sitting there, I was going, is it going to happen again? Is it going to happen again or something? Were they like foreshadowing it earlier today? And nothing. So they got my hopes up for nothing, because that could have been a little interesting, I guess. Although, it was kind of weird, though, because, I mean, when Ziggler came out, I don't actually think that he went after Cena, though. I can't remember who he went to. I don't think it... who was it? I think it was like Sheamus and Ziggler went against each other for a little bit. And I mean, it was just weird because it made the whole thing irrelevant, because Cena was going up against Big Show. He put him through his table or whatever. So I mean, it's just kind of weird that they would do it like that. But I almost want to see what would happen, though. Like, I highly doubt that WWE creative or the writers would have, or would even think about doing the whole Ziggler cashes in thing. But I'd like to see what the match would be like if he did do that. I mean, it would be very interesting. I mean, would you still have the match even just in general, or would you just have it just for... You could put like the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, I guess, and then have Cena win it or something. But I mean, I think that Cena would come out victorious here. I mean, it's just one of those... Ladder goes randomly falling. It's just one of those things. It's hard to call it, because it's such an even match, and either way the rivalry may continue, or you might just kill it right then and there, and no one's going to care about it for the next 3 months, even though you keep shoving it down our throats. But then you got the main event, which was supposed to be Ryback versus Punk in a TLC match, I believe, Or was it a tables match? I don't know. Either way. Brutal match. Now we have a ladder match. 6-man pins are in effect match. Which I don't know why you would make it a ladder match and not a TLC match. Unless it is a TLC match and I'm saying it wrong. But I mean, it just makes so much more sense to just make it a regular 6-man tag. I think the only reason why they're doing the ladder thing is because it's TLC. But I mean, as my computer goes to sleep here, it's just one of those. I think that the Shield has basically saved the WWE from a completely failing, like 100% failing pay-per-view. Just for the fact that they didn't expect Punk to get injured when he did. It's been one of those little things that's built up over time, and then it just kind of finally one day happened or whatever, and now you're out of a main event. So now the Shield is taking on Ryback and Team Hell No, which Team Hell No actually is going to be a very interesting part of this. I mean, I think that one of them is going to have to get like pinned or something, because I don't see Ryback getting pinned here. Although I don't see the Shield losing, because if you make the Shield lose, that's basically like taking your newest, biggest stable and killing it right away. Or you could go and do Team Hell No, one of them getting pinned, and it could work out perfectly because no one really was affected by it. I mean, Team Hell No is still relevant, and the Shield is still relevant, and Ryback's still relevant. I mean, no one loses out of it, really, because Team Hell No is going to have to go against Team Road Scholars or Car Stereo the next week, or on Monday, probably. So, I mean, that's just something that you gotta think about. Although, I definitely see as... he actually kicked out his 2 count there. That's the first. But, I mean, I honestly do see the Shield winning against either Kane or Daniel Bryan. It'd probably be Daniel Bryan. Like, 2 members of the Shield would go out and take out one of the Team Hell No members and Ryback, while the last one is like pinning like Daniel Bryan or Kane. Is how it would probably work. Because since it's a ladder match, I don't know if they're going to be doing tags though. If it's going to be like a tornado tag, or if it's going to be an actual controlled tag match. Because if it's a tornado tag, that's going to get hectic real quick. And it'd be very interesting to see what it would be like with that. But I say Shield wins, and overall this pay-per-view, I don't really think that's going to be too great. I mean, I definitely think it's going to be one to watch, not one to pay for. Which is why you guys should go check out WWEPS.net. No bullshit, just free streams. And that is literally what it is. You click live pay-per-views, go to the pay-per-view while it's on, and there you go. I mean, it's an awesome site. And guys, thanks for watching. I'm Ryan Future. You guys have a nice day. Make sure to sub to Spartan Alliance, and I am out of here. Woo.